up more than he came back to them?
I think they caught up. I really do. The thing that I liked about Morgan and Moss is they played in the stadium better than they did, especially the last two scrimmages. The first scrimmage they did play as well, but the last couple of scrimmages when they came over here, they played well, and they closed the gap more than Mike came back to them. So I'm happy with the progress that those two guys have made from day one. Because in day one there were some concerns with me, but after seeing those guys from day 15, I'm really pleased with the way all three of them played.
Joker, when you see Mike, I mean, do you see a senior SEC quarterback? I mean, that's the kind of guy that you think he's shown himself to be?
Yeah, I mean, he's won games in this league. That's the bottom line. You know, Mike Hartline, we know, has lined up and went into a lot of different stadiums, a lot of hostile environments, and won football games. So yeah, man, I think he's a guy that we can win with also.
Coach, how has Ricky Lumpkin been this spring?
Solid, you know. We like for Ricky. He's never really been a guy that showed up a lot, but he's always played his responsibility. He's always been a solid in everything, in every aspect of what you ask him. I mean, on and off the field, he's been solid as a player, as a student athlete as you can ask for.
Joker, you guys have had trouble through the years stopping the run, and do you think you're any better at that now?
I think we are. We got to get better at linebacker play. Linebackers have got them, and they're young. They're young. I think we'll be good up front, especially inside. Well, I think both outside and inside. I think that we got to get better at linebacker and filling gaps. I think we'll be, and our safeties. I keep telling our safeties the difference between a good and a great defense is safety play. I think we put our kids in position to make plays. We got to tackle better, and that's one of the emphasis that we'll have when we come back in the fall, is making sure we're tackling better. Because tackling, if we tackle today, you guys who are defensive guys, the score would have been a lot closer. We just missed way too many tackles today.
Joker, you talked about Donald Russell's ability to run and then pick up a couple blocks, but that catch he made on the sideline, he had a linebacker trailing and a safety. I mean, how hard and how big of a catch is that?
That's a tough catch for any skill position. I mean, he was the linebacker was shielded. I mean, he had good position, and I think it was Mike, right? Mike threw it right over his outside shoulder, and that's a tough catch. And anytime you're throwing a fade, and it turned into the fade, the further it got down the field, it was a wheel out and up, and turned into a fade look for him. Anytime you're throwing a fade, it should be a tough catch. If guys on your inside shoulder, you want to throw it to the outside shoulder, it should be a tough catch. So he made it a tough catch, and you got to be able to adjust to that, and he did. And that's the thing that our backs have to do here. We want our backs to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield. And when and it was a check, when we get our backs matched up on the linebacker, we have to be able to run down the field with wheel routes, out and ups against linebackers.
But does he have? I mean, is that his overall game? I mean, was that just one catch?
You know what? That was that was something we hadn't seen from him. But we had one of the things we hadn't asked him to catch the ball that far down the field, and I was happy that he showed up and made the play.
What do you expect from guys from this point until you reconvene in August? I mean, obviously to do their workouts and stuff, but what do you?
I'll tell you what I told them. I want them to not be in you guys' headlines. Okay, I want them not to be in you guys' headlines. Make sure they're taking care of business on and off the field, the classroom, what Operation Win means. Okay, we want to do win in the classroom, in the community, and on the football field. We need all these guys, because I think we got a chance to have a good football team, but we need all of them. We need every one of them, every leg out there. We need them, but we can't show up in any headlines. And we expect those guys to do everything that they're supposed to. In the weight room, I mean, this is a huge summer for a lot of our young kids in the weight room. Tristan Johnson's a good player. He's not a very good player when he's tired. He's got to get himself definitions. PC Cobble, Mr. Cobble, is a good football player. He's not a good player when he's gassed. So he's got those two guys that got to get themselves in great condition this offseason, this summer.
What is being a good football team? Would you go a little more than that? Does that mean January 1st, January 2nd?
That's our goal. That's what we expect. We expect to be in this. We've been in the hunt before in the SEC East. And, we expect to be in there longer. Okay? We expect to be in there after game 6 or 7. We've been in there after game 3 and 4. We expect to be in the hunt for the SEC East in 6 and 7.